With the return of Weapons of Light in Shadowkeep, we're going to see one of the strongest combos coming back in even better form. How is this broken, you might ask? Well, let me show you. So let's rewind back to Destiny 1. Weapons of Light in Destiny 1 granted you a 35% damage buff. The thing about Bubble in Destiny 1 was, though, is that you could choose from one of three things to put on your bubble. It was either Weapons of Light, Blessing of Light, or Armor of Light. The only way you could stack those perks together was by having multiple Titans place multiple bubbles next to each other to grant the benefits of all three different things. So in this particular clip right here, you're going to see the abuse of the Armor of Light perk. When Flesh goes to put down his bubble right here, you'll see him jump up on this wall. That way he's able to peek his head out of the top of the bubble and still able to shoot the boss. When you see him jump here in a second, he's going to jump out and jump back in to refresh his super overshield or whatever you'd like to call it. And you can continually do this as long as the bubble is up. Having this much health from an overshield and still being able to solo stun lock and spray down a boss with primary and kill him within seconds was absolutely broken and super underrated. So now let's switch over to Destiny 2. They changed the way bubble worked in Destiny 2, at least up until Shadowkeep. Now when you cast a bubble, you are by default given the Armor of Light perk when you place it down. And like you saw in the Destiny 1 clip from a few seconds ago, you can still do the same exact thing. As you can see, I'm dipping in the bubble and out just to show you that I'm just peeking my head right out of the top of the bubble and I'm able to shoot the enemies while still having the Armor of Light buff. For those who didn't notice, I was also wearing the Helm of Saint 14 exotic in that clip. On top of having Armor of Light, when you're wearing the Helm of Saint 14, it allows you to get an extra overshield as long as you step your feet in the bubble and then exit. On top of that, every enemy that enters the bubble, it will blind them for a few seconds. On top of all of that, let's not forget that Bungie is also adding back Weapons of Light in Shadowkeep. Bungie has not confirmed a specific percentage buff as to what we're going to get with Weapons of Light, but the whole moral of the story is you're going to be able to stack all the buffs by yourself that you originally weren't able to in Destiny 1. You're going to get Armor of Light, Blessing of Light, and Weapons of Light in one package as long as you're running the Helm of Saint 14 exotic. I'm all for the return of Titan and making the Titan a little bit more useful in the PvE scene, but I'm just afraid this is going to end up to be another Well of Radiance situation that we have going right now. Well of Radiance made PvE significantly easier with the amount of healing that it does, along with the damage buffs, and if you stack Empowering on top of that, along with auto reloading if you have Lunafactions on with it, it made PvE so much easier. The one thing I'm afraid of happening is that Bubble will add to this problem, just making things too easy and creating a lot of passive play. I like a PvE style where you actually have to strategize a little bit in terms of staying alive instead of just out healing everything and hiding. The whole head glitching out of the bubble thing may be situational from point to point, but I think it will get a lot of use. So I'll be interested to see how many people dust off their Titan and start hopping on the bubble. It may become the new popular well before you even know it. I definitely will be using this combo going into the next raid race. By the way, if you want to come watch me do the Garden of Salvation raid with the Redeem Boys, we'll be doing the raid race October 5th. I believe it's at reset time. I'll leave the link down in my Twitch in the description below. Hope to see you there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.